Getting a list of file names into Excel shouldn't take all day, but here's the thing, there isn't just one way to do it. It really depends on what you need right now. Sometimes you just need a quick list for a one-off email, but other times you need a list that updates automatically every time you add a new file to the folder. One way uses the command prompt and the other way is with Power Query. I'm going to show you both, so no matter what situation you're in, you'll have the right tool for the job. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring up the command prompt. You can get to the command prompt by typing CMD. It's going to bring you this command prompt. You click it. I have a test directory in here that has some files. I'm going to change the directory CD to documents. And if I do a dir for directory, it's going to show me that I have this test directory. Let me get into that test directory right now. And I do another dir, and it shows me a couple subdirectories. In these subdirectories are a list of many different files. And I want to get the file names for these files. So how do I do that? Just type dir and with a /b and a /s and a pipe and type clip. And this puts it onto the clipboard. Press enter. Let's go into Excel now. Let's put it in cell A2. Go to paste. And I have all the file names here. Let's put a header name here. I'll just call this one path. Double click here to auto fit. In this next one, I'll put just file name. So here, usually with anything that has a file name, you would usually have a dot something, like if this is a docx file, this is a PNG file. So I'm going to just do a filter. Let's select here, go to filter. Let's do a filter here. And we're going to do a text filter. And anything that contains a dot. Click OK. And I've got all my dots here. So what I want to do is I want to extract anything past this dash. I can use the text after function, press tab. This is my text. What's my delimiter? My delimiter is going to be that slash. I have to put it in quotes. And we're going to use the instance number here. So what does that mean? Let me bring up the function arguments. So if I click on instance number, it mentions the desired occurrence of the delimiter. The default is 1. That means the first time it sees it. But if we want to start from the end, we have to put -1. So I want to start from the end. Type in -1 here, click OK, and it gives me the file name. Let me double click here to auto fit. Double click here to copy the formula down, double click. And now we've got our file names. Now this is okay if you just do this once, but if you do this on a recurring basis and you add files in and you want to have this automated, another way to do it is using Power Query. I'm going to go to a new sheet here. And how do we get Power Query to do that? Go to data, get data, from file, from folder. I have my folder here, click on that, click open. The Power Query editor comes up and I don't want to just load it on. I want to transform this first. So click transform data. And there are different columns that give me the information I need. And you'll notice that there are other files that don't have an extension. Maybe they're not really files that you need. Click on my filter here, my drop down arrow, and deselect blank, click OK. Now I just have any of the file names that have an extension on it. So I'll go to this folder path. This is something that I want. Click on this, press the control key, go back and select this one. I only want 2 of these. And depending on which one you select first, it'll be the order which it will show later on. So I can right click and say remove other columns. I just want to keep those 2 columns. Remove other columns. You can see now this shows up first and this shows up second. To bring this back into Excel, click close and load. It brings it back to this new worksheet. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this pop-up here. And now I have the different files. So if this is something where then you put different files into the folders and you want to do this regularly, you can use Power Query to do it on a reoccurring basis. Now you have a command prompt for speed and Power Query for automation. 2 tools, problem solved. Drop a comment on which one you're using today, and to learn even more time-saving Excel hacks, click the video suggestion near the end of this video. See you there.